This is a video tutorial of the vocabulary alignment service CultuurLINK. With CultuurLINK you can create links between your SCOS vocabulary, thesaurus, a term list, a word list, and the sources from the Dutch Cultural Heritage Hub. So in this case there are 4 sources: audiovisual, heritage, nature, and art and architecture. And in this tutorial we're going to focus on creating links between a term list from the Netherlands Institute for War Documentation and the audiovisual thesaurus from the Netherlands Institute for Sound and Vision. So I already prepared this a little bit. So the whole process takes up 4 steps. You upload your source, you select the target from the hub, you create your link strategy, and then you export your links. So in this tutorial we'll focus on creating the strategy. In other tutorials you can find information about the other steps. So what we see here in the strategy editor is basically 3 parts. So here, big in the middle, is the strategy canvas, and those contain blocks. In this case there are 2 blocks, and they're both data source blocks. So one contains the term list of the Netherlands Institute for War Documentation, and the other one contains the audiovisual thesaurus. On the left side you see the library of building blocks that we can drag into our strategy canvas like this, or we can remove building blocks. So there are various types of building blocks here. And at the bottom you find the data table, and the data table shows the results of a building block. So in this case we have selected the term list, and we can see here that there are 1343 concepts, and here we see those concepts. When we select the other block, there we see those concepts. You can scroll down and it will automatically update. So that's the data table. So what we're going to start with is inspect our 2 data sources, because we want to figure out what is the best approach, our best strategy to link these 2 sources together. And we can do this by looking at some of the statistics that are provided. So in this case we see an identifier as well as a SCOS preferred label. And this bar here indicates that 100% of the values have a preferred label. So that's good. We can use those for linking. We don't see the other columns, so we can open up the column editor to see what other information is available. And here we see all the attributes. In this case there is only one, so this means there is no alternative label available. But we do have relations, like the type, scheme, related, and narrower. So let's have a look at those. So those are added to the column, and you now see that 41% have SCOS related, and only 4% have narrower terms. So in this case there are no broader terms. Alright, that gives us some information about this term list. Let's have a look at the audiovisual thesaurus. This one is a lot bigger. It's almost a bit more than 175,000 concepts. We see here a preferred label, again 100%, 60% has scope nodes, and there are also some that have alternative labels. When we open the column editor here, there's a lot more things. There's a SCOS notation, there are even hidden labels, contributors, editorial information, which are typically not the things that we can use for linking. And also this one has related broader terms and also scheme information. So adding all this, you can see the hidden labels, the in-scheme information, related and broader. So 90% has a related term, 4%.